is one of the most creative ways and form of expression. It is storytelling behind the lens. Today, we have our own filmmaker, winner of the festival right here in the Virgin Islands. I'm talking about Paradise 48 Film Festival.
That's right.
Welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm speaking none other than Emmanuel. Emmanuel, ¿cómo estás?
Todo bien? Thank you so much for having me on your show. First of all, the last time we had a chance to speak was a few years ago when we did the series for Black History Month. So
Right, I remember that.
it's actually really nice to be here for something other than photography. So now I'm in film.
And we're not talking about just something other than photography. We're talking about that you went into that closet and you just took out that broom and you swept. Let's talk about this film. Let's talk about the creative process.
Yes.
And let's let our audience know exactly what this film is about. What's all the ruckus?
So-
What's all that buzz?
So, well, a lot of people don't actually know what the 48-hour film festival is. So Paradise 48 is a film festival that takes place in just 2 days. You have 2 days to write, shoot, edit, and score your own short film.
I want to
And-
stop right there.
Mhm.
Because I thought about that based on the title, and then I did a little research. How did you work within those time constraints?
The time constraint is one of the biggest hurdles to get over for a lot of reasons. Coming up with an idea is something that usually takes weeks. It
Right.
takes weeks of development. It takes a lot of time. It passes through a lot of hands before it gets approved. But we didn't have that. We had maybe an hour to get an idea together and finalize it. And then it's a lot of run and gun. You have to come up with the concept, and as you go, it's like we're rewriting stuff. Different ideas are coming. It's like, okay, well, this location didn't work, or this idea didn't work, and we have to think on the fly. This competition puts you into such a fight mode that you don't have an option to keep going until the 48 hours is done.
Well, you knocked them out anyway, so there you go. What I wanted to find out was the writing process. I know that part of your winnings and your accolades was best screenplay, right?
Yes, that's right.
So talk to me a little bit about that. How did you come up with this idea and then to develop the content?
When you first come to the kickoff of the event,
Yes.
that's when we're given our genre. Our genres are randomly selected off of a spin wheel.
Oh my God.
So everyone is there. So when it spun on us, we got romance. And when I got romance, I was trying to think about what kind of story we could tell in under 8 minutes that could that could make you feel that. However, ours took a little turn because it is based in romance, but there is very toxic romance as well. Romance nonetheless, but that's the direction we decided to take it. So after getting the genre, it was even there at the kickoff, we're already thinking about concepts, thinking about ideas. And then when you get home, it's we sit down, have a little group meeting, and now we have to figure out what the basis of the storyline is going to be.
Wow.
So as far as the process is very chaotic from beginning to end. A lot of ideas are coming, and it's okay, we have to try to figure out what we can actually do in 24 hours, because we have to get everything shot, and then you need an entire day to actually edit. So really, when you think about it, you only have 1 day to actually shoot all your footage.
Amazing. Now, as I may mention, that you won so many different categories for this film festival. Best Actress, I know that
Yes.
one of your team members did that. Screenplay, cinematography. And I just kept saying, I viewed the movie, I actually went to the event, and I was judging, as the films go on, because another thing that the audience needs to know is that the films could only be but so
Yes.
long.
Yes.
Like you mentioned, 8 minutes, right? An 8-minute segment. So to condense all of that, everyone was there doing their own thing, but your movie stood out.
Thank you.
What element do you think caused that to be able to just stand out amongst the rest? What was that X factor?
I think that when it came to equipment, and I said this when we got best cinematography, I chose to use a single camera and a single lens. Now, a lot of the other contestants, when we spoke after, we ask each other about the equipment that we use, like just talking. And a lot of people use like multiple cameras, multiple lenses. And to me, it's like that adds another level of maybe something is gonna go wrong. So I stuck to one camera and one lens. And I focused on creating what I thought was like very beautiful shots. Like something that when you look at it, you see it. And even if you were watching it like silent, you can still look at it and it can still be beautiful. And I feel like I focused on that, especially for what was like the bulk of the movie, which was the love of the wedding.
Yes, I love that scene.
And that part is like it. I feel like it created such a kind of energy that it pulled you there. So then, as you watch the movie and you see how it unfolds, I think that is what really lent to me standing out a little bit from everybody else.
I love that. And you know what? I see that we have about one more, not even, but when we come back, you're going to meet the cast members of this great movie. Should we tell them the name of the movie now?
No.
Hold off until they come back?
Let's
You better not change that dial. We'd like to thank Via for being our sponsor, so we'll be right back.
It was beautiful. It was everything I'd ever hoped for. The ceremony was small. Just the two of us and our best friends. Somewhere between the honeymoon phase and the rest of our lives, something changed. I just never would have believed that this would happen. It's funny how the heart works. Even seeing him with her, I still love him. But it's time to fight for what's mine.